Calaguio on the floor early in the ball game.
And this is another guy na gusto natin panoorin, Tony de la Cruz. You know, he's I think he's the most consistent Filipino or local para dito sa Shell Turbochargers. You know he's gonna get his 18-20 points a game.
At si Tony de la Cruz, alam mo, kahit saan mo ilagay yan, may sweet shooting hand si de la Cruz. As Renzi Bahar opens up his ball game. And speaking of watching players, you know, Renzi Bahar, I still remember his first game in General Santos where John Moran put him in and he scored. He broke his own personal best of 14 points by scoring 16 points in that game.
And ano yun, first win ng Shell for this season.
That's right.
So mataas na talaga ang kumpiyansa nitong si Renzi Bahar. Kaya naman kahit na nagpalit na ng coach, and it's Coach Leo now, the trust is still there. He sees the value for Renzi Bahar. And going back to Tony de la Cruz, Hans, itong si Tony de la Cruz, walang pilit na tira, you know, he just goes to the open spot, gets those wide open jumpers, and it just looks so easy for him.
It's all around, and there's Alvarez. De la Cruz, kick out to Hrabak, 4 seconds on the shot clock. Bahar beats the shot clock. Excellent start for Renzi Bahar so far. So Rudy Hatfield, again, as we said earlier, medyo feeling his way around, no? Still trying to get his flow. Medyo mahirap na naman mawala ka with a foot injury. I hope his fractured foot is completely healed. Mark Sanford, sinagot na ang first 5 points ng Shell with his own jumper.
Going back to that injury, alam mo kahit na fully healed na yung injury, ang pinakamahirap dyan yung mental state. You know, if kung medyo aalalayan mo yung paa mo or will you play all out right away. So that's one thing that Rudy Hatfield it'll come with the minutes that he plays in the games.
Pero tama ka dyan, medyo binibaby nyo eh. Siyempre, ayaw mo masaktan ulit. Ayaw mong biglain masyado. So you have a tendency nga na psychologically you don't give it your all.
And usually, pag yung right foot yung nai-injure sa'yo, yung kaliwa yung
nagko-compensate.
Oo, nagko-compensate. More often than not, medyo nagkakaroon ng injury yung kaliwa.
That's right. Foul underneath the basket. Jamil Watkins. Baby hook. Rebounds his own miss.
The lift that he used to have nung first few games ng Coca-Cola. You know, but still, Coach Chotres opting to stick it out with Mark Sanford. Alam naman natin yung value ni Mark Sanford. The last time they played, he scored 51 points. So, Mark Sanford, injured and all, epektibo pa rin.
That's to the point na susugal ni Coach Chot na kahit na masakit yung tuhod niya. Rather than start a new import in Tate Decker, he will just take his chance. And pass intercepted there by Rudy Hatfield. Excellent anticipation. Ito pala si Rudy Hatfield. Hiniram daw yung mouthpiece niya mula kay Manny Pacquiao. Rich Alvarez to Jamil Watkins. Tapped out and ball turned over to the Coca-Cola Tigers. Alam mo, Dominic, kanina may nabanggit ka na maganda yung matchup between Rivas and Jamil Watkins.
They have pretty much the same build. They're both long. And we saw that time a good defense ng Coca-Cola. Nag-help side sila from the baseline, forcing Jamil Watkins into a turnover.
Tony de la Cruz. No go on his off-the-board shot on that fast break. Ato to Calaguio. Hatfield throws it up and gets it to go.
And he comes out with a smile. Wala yung mga pangkumpiyansa rin. Pag galing ka sa isang injury, pag nakakashoot ka, alam naman natin na basta makashoot ang isang player, you know, that makes his day.
Rich Alvarez. Watkins harassed inside, stolen by Mark Sanford. Tapped out by what looked like Watkins. No, the ball will stay with the Turbochargers. I think Sanford touched it in his attempt to keep it alive for Coca-Cola, pero hindi po niya na-control yung bola.
5 seconds left in the shot clock, so
Calaguio fouling de la Cruz.
Not really agreeing with that call, but the veteran that is, Jeffrey Calaguio, just accepting the call. You know, he didn't react to the referee anymore, and I'm sure he's gonna try to get him back somehow.
Maganda ang disposition ni Jeffrey Calaguio. That's tama ka dyan. Part of it is dahil veterano na siya. The other part is, in general, he's a very laid-back, easygoing guy with a deadly shot.
guy para dito sa Coca-Cola Tigers, especially in the All-Filipino Conference.
This is one of those few people na nakikita ko na tuwing fast break, rather than lay up and stop and pop. Pero may kumpiyansa talaga siya na papasok. Tony de la Cruz making both of his free throws. De la Cruz 71.4% from the free throw line. It's, I think the word that TJ Banotok likes to use is respectable. Mark Sanford straight away. Swish.
He got a nice soft jump shot from si Mark Sanford, and most of his points talaga nanggagaling sa jump shot. Hindi naman siya yung type of player na parang si Jamil Watkins na gustong-gusto makuha yung bola sa loob and try to slam it.
Si Jamil naman, given any opportunity, he will dunk that ball.
Well, alam naman natin na, you know, he's so much taller. He's probably the tallest import, and he's got long reach. So I'm sure instructions by this guy on your screens, Coach Leo Osias, whenever you get it down low, try to dunk the ball more often than not kasi mafa-foul ka dyan eh.
That's true. And if you can dunk the ball, it's a higher percentage shot than, you know, a layup or a jump shot. At Morano for three! Gets him to go!
And this guy, alam mo, dinagay ni Coach Chot Reyes to sandali dun sa injured list. Or rather, dun sa reserve list. Oo, and sabi nga ni Coach Chot Reyes, because they're coming off, they've lost 3 of their last 4. So medyo gusto niya i-shake up ng konting things, and that's the way Coach Chot Reyes shakes up things. Parang, alam mo yun, sabihin ako,
No, but last play where Jamil Watkins powers his way underneath, draws the foul, and gets the shot to go.
parang tinabi lang niya si Randy Rivas doon.
8% from the line, showing its signs now as they send him to the foul line. It's a nice getaway play by Randy Rivas.
When you have the same shooting percentage, free throw shooting percentage of Shaquille O'Neal, that's
nothing to be proud of. Jamil Watkins, a product of Georgetown University in Washington. Mike Hrabak with that miss. At Morano in traffic.
You know, looking at the lineup of the Shell Turbochargers, they're a very tall lineup except for Renzi Bahar. Everybody is above 6'4". You know, you have Mike Hrabak, you have Jamil Watkins, Tony De La Cruz, and Rich Alvarez. You know, very tall but very quick.
Mark Sanford with a long jump shot. Yung jump shot ni Sanford, talagang it looks so effortless na half the time hindi mo alam kung pasok o hindi.
Saka hindi mo alam kung parang hindi siya titira eh.
Watkins double team there, no go, no foul.
And if you notice, Hans, lagi nilang pinapapuntang baseline. Itong si Jamil Watkins, tas doon nanggagaling yung help. And that's the second time he's turned the ball over with that kind of defense. So magandang scouting report so far nitong Coca-Cola Tigers.
Speaking of turnovers, that's the one Achilles heel
That averages 6.1 turnovers a game.
Jamil Watkins has in any given game aside from his free throws. Riaso almost lost that ball off to Rivas. Rivas with the jumper short, rebounded by Hrabak.
Not really known for his jump shots from Rafi Rivas, something that he'll have to work
Alvarez off the glass and tip in by Watkins.
That's an offensive rebound and a putback for Jamil Watkins. He averages close to 19 rebounds. And 7 of those.
Air ball.
7 of those, Hans, offensive rebounds.
Tika ang binanggit namin kanina, if Coca-Cola loses this game, it must again hope that San Miguel Beer beats Red Bull. And a timeout called by the Turbochargers early on in the game against the Realtors.
At maganda yun yung pupunta ka sa quarterfinal or doon sa wild card phase na galing ka sa panalo.
Oo.
At yun ang sinasabi nga ni Coach Leo Ostia, na natuto na sila kung paano manalo. And that's one thing that a young squad like Shell, it's a good sign for them.
Alvarez, stolen, restolen by Renzi Bahar. Foul on the way to the hoop. Nakausap ko din nakapanayam ko din si Coach Jong Oichigo ng San Miguel at kahit na sigurado na sila may quarterfinal berth sila, sabi nga ni Coach Jong, gusto pa rin namin mapanalunan lahat ng laro namin. Dahilan lang, pagpasok namin ng quarters, ayun nga, you're coming off a win. hindi ka nasanay na natalo because kahit pa paano, kahit nasabihin mong no-bearing game yan, pag pumasok ka na ng quarterfinals, kailangan mo rin yung psychology na yun eh.
At mahirap yung manggagaling ka sa talo. Medyo tatamarin ka niyan eh. You know, that's something that if you begin to lose, especially for San Miguel, may ibang nagsasabi that they're peaking too early. But you know, I'm sure Coach Jong Yuchiko naisip niya na yan and he keeps on pushing his wards para hindi sila mawala dun sa level na pinaglalaroan nila ngayon.
Right. Cariaso. Defensive shell is preventing them from going in. It's Hatfield with a rush. Excellent rush shot.
4 points now para kay Rudy Hatfield. And that's not a shot that we've seen Rudy Hatfield done more than maybe 3 times in his whole career.
Right. Bahar kay De La Cruz kay Watkins. Binabantayan ni Rafi Rivas. Rich Alvarez with a jumper. Yun nga, sinasabi natin, that's not Rich Alvarez's shot either.
Well, ano yan, si Rich Alvarez, you know, he's not too consistent dun sa kanyang jump shot, but he'll hit it from time to time. And matatawagan ng foul itong si Tony De La Cruz, yung first personal niya.
Pushing foul, number 35, Tony De La Cruz. His first personal third-team foul for the show Chargers.
And we can see Ronald Tubid making his way to the official stable. Here's a guy that's really come out. As he comes in for Rich Alvarez, ito si Ronald Tubid. In the last game, 20 points. Best player of the game. He had a key three-pointer in the final 4.5 minutes. At yan ang dahilan din kung bakit ngayon siya ay 6th in the league in three-point shooting overall.
Piyansa ni Ronald Tubid. Alam naman natin na naglaro itong si Ronald Tubid for Coach Leo Austria in the amateur. So alam niya yung laro nito. And you know, he's gonna get his minutes. At hindi naman niya pinapahiya yung tiwalang binibigay sa kanya ng coach niya.
Not at all. Bahar for a long three-pointer. Doesn't get it to go.
And maganda yung basa ni Coach Leo Austria sa pagpasok kay Ronald Tubid. You know, kanina pumapost up si Jamil Watkins, hindi siya makapasok.
Si Rich Alvarez. And Rich Alvarez is really known as a slasher, rebounder. He really is not known for his outside shooting.
Well, he's more of a role player, no? And medyo kailangan nila ngayon someone who has three-point accuracy, and that's Ronald Tubid.
Tubid committing his first foul on an attempted shot block on Rafi Rivas.
First foul para kay Tubid. Medyo parang pag nakikita natin si Ronald Tubid today, parang hindi kompleto yung gear niya, no? Wala siya nung dalawang wristband niya sa sa arms niya, saka yung headband.
Well, hindi na ata kailangan ng headband.
Calaguio for Renzi Bahar and Chris Jackson.
He's got the buzz cut. Look, Calaguio checking in for Renzi Bahar. Chris Jackson in for Mike Hrabak.
So yun lang yung problema nung pag nagsasub tong si Coach Leo Austria. Lumiliit bigla yung lineup niya. And you know, that kahit na veterano tong si Chris Jackson, he gives off a lot of height doon kay Rafi Rivas or Mark Sanford.
Pero I think ang sugal ni Coach Leo dyan, they might be smaller, but they're more accurate as far as shooters are concerned. Tubid underneath loses the ball to Ato Morano. 5-point lead enjoyed by the Coca-Cola Tigers. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first quarter. Off to Morano. Morano. Box out. Stolen by Chris Jackson.
Good defense.
Tubid with the ball. Tubid all the way. Oh, nice pass off to De La Cruz, and he draws the foul.
At yan ang dinadala ni Ronald Tubid. Kahit hindi siya nakakashoot, intensity, nakita mo siya. Right after he made the pass, na shoot ni Tony De La Cruz.
Look at that. He looks like he's going to take it all on his own against Sanford and Morano. Draws them away from Tony De La Cruz, and even Rob Wainwright trying to come in and stop that play was unable to anymore.
In-attract niya talaga yung defense at left Tony De La
Cuts the lead down to 2. Mark Sanford to Rafi Rivas. Pass the ball around. Wainwright back to Sanford. A lot of height advantage of Sanford over Jackson. Wainwright all the way. No travel call. Watkins with the rebound. Oh, stolen by Morano. Morano. Oh!
Tubid wanted to get it back.
I think to.
Nakonsit again. Another one. Ending talaga sa.
Well, yes, it looked very, very, it started its downward,
Traveling
very close call, that goaltending.
Walang alam ko pagka paakyat yung ball and pag inipit mo dun sa board, that's goaltending. But, well, looks like it was a very close call para sa ating referees, and they called it a goaltending, counted it as 2 points.
In the ball game for Atom Morano. Rafi Rivas with 6 seconds, 5 seconds left. Jumper by Johnny A, and it's a switch.
Johnny Alvarez, sobrang swabe rin, kakapasok lang and scoring his first 2 points.
Calaguio working his way around Wainwright. De la Cruz to Tubid. To Watkins. Watkins binabantayan ni Rafi, double team, then still goes for the layup. No go, rebounded by. There's Sanford soaring in. Hatfield with an interesting bounce pass.
Well, alam mo to, si Rudy Hatfield, he has the knack of finding the open man. You know, nung naglalaro siya before para sa Tanduay Rum Masters, he was a role player, so they moved the ball around very well.
Sanford first of his 2 free throws. We went over a few scenarios dito po sa umpisa ng ating coverage, no? And if the Tigers win this game and the Red Bull Thunder beat the Beermen, a 4-way tie ang mangyayari between Coca-Cola, Alaska, Red Bull, and Talk Next. So Coca-Cola is still gunning for it. Pero malaking bahagi doon ay maapektuhan ng outcome ng ibang game. So kahit na manalo sila, kailangan pa rin nilang ipagdasal na yung mga ibang kalaban nila ay matalo so that their chances get
Will
better.
Improve, oh.
Yes. Samantalang ang Shell naman, nakasalalay talaga sa kanila ang outcome nito. Pag nanalo sila, talo siya. Whereas kung hindi sila manalo, maaaring makakalaban na lang nila kung sino ang mapupunta sa 5th place, which is Red Bull, Talk and Text, maybe even Alaska.
So mas mahirap na kalaban yung mga yon. So alam natin, you know,
Sanford is down.
Jamil Watkins just dunking that ball with so much ease.
Ito yung kinakatakutan natin kanina, no, na sinugal nga ni Coach Chot na ilalaro niya pa rin si Mark Sanford, despite Mark Sanford openly complaining. Look at that.
Looks like he hyperextended.
Yes.
Pag-recover niya doon.
Hindi siya collision.
Oo.
30-second timeout called by the Coca-Cola Tigers as Mark Sanford is helped
In 4th level, pwede ka maglaro na parang pang-5 lang, pang-kompleto, but you know, they need Mark Sanford to be able to win this game.
Mark Sanford averaging close to 40, 35 points. Coca-Cola is going to need that, especially in the remaining games that they have. Rob Wainwright, nice jumper from the side.
Well, kaya naman nandyan si Rob Wainwright to shoot those open jumpers. And natin, Rob Wainwright freshening the ball.
Ronald Tubid, fouled by Johnny Abarientos. That's 3 free throws right there.
Free throws, oh, hindi masyadong anong foul yun. And Johnny Abarientos does not like the call.
His first personal 15th foul for the
Alam mo, hindi ko maintindihan, Dominic, is meron ka ng injury. Siguro nga, alam mo naman, you know, tuhod mo yan. Alam mo naman kung anong kakayahan ng tuhod mo. Pero I don't see Mark Sanford wearing any brace or supports.
Actually, I noticed that and I was gonna tell you also that. And siguro, well, hindi natin alam kung ano problema ng tuhod niya. All we know is masakit lang yung tuhod niya. So, could be rin yung mga knee brace hindi nakakatulong. You know, sometimes yung mga knee brace naman is just to relieve the pressure. So, it might be something else which a knee brace or a knee sleeve won't do any good for him.
That's true, pero experience, may nabibili ka ng knee support na meron mga titanium rods to make sure na at least laterally, which ayaw mo naman talaga na mangyari sa tuhod mo na gumalaw laterally, it will ensure na at least laterally on that injury a while ago where it looked like he hyperextended, his knees looked like they wobbled sideways. And all I'm wondering is, you know, a brace will offer some sort of support, and no brace at all will offer no support. Rob Wainwright with an attempted three-point. Nice rebound by Hatfield, and he taps it back into Poch Wino. Hatfield taking it strong. Looked like a block by Jameel Watkins, but there was a foul by Chris Jackson.
So si Rudy Hatfield being very aggressive in the first quarter of our game. He has 4 points and has an opportunity now sa ating free throw for 2 more.
Hatfield at the line. Again, we hope that that little hyperextension of Mark Sanford is nothing serious. This is the gamble you take when you continue to play an injured player.
Well, you gotta give it to the guy also. You know, he wants to play, keep on playing. And yun ang fighting spirit na gusto mo naman makita sa isang player.
Shell Turbochargers having difficulty getting past the half line. Chris Calaguio harassed by Rob Wainwright. Jameel Watkins with a nice putback.
It's a good play by the Turbochargers. Backdoor play and alley-oop para kay Jameel Watkins.
Under a minute left in the first quarter with Coca-Cola still leading by 5. Rafi Rivas. Around Jameel Watkins, no-go. Chris Calaguio.
Makikita mo talaga nag-iiba yung tira pagka si Jameel Watkins yung nandun sa harapan mo.
Siyempre naman, this guy is notorious for his blocks.
So Jameel Watkins averages 3.1 blocks a game. Well, makikita natin nagpe-pressure ng Turbochargers sa floor ngayon.
That's the second traveling violation on Calaguio that he completely disagrees with. Nabunggo siya at sa opinion niya dapat foul yun at hindi yung traveling. So let's see if the Coca-Cola Tigers can pull off a last shot before the end of the quarter. Barrientos to Hatfield. Hatfield, Wainwright, and Rivas left open.
An easy slam for Rafi Rivas. Makita mo, hindi si Watkins nasa harapan niya.
He's right, tama ka, Dominic, dun sa initial assessment mo. However, we have been informed that he will, or he is back in the ball game.
Medyo alog lang siguro yung tuhod niya, and you know, you just gotta love the attitude. Itong si Mark Sanford, wala siyang pakialam. He knows how important itong game na to para sa kuponan niya, and he's willing to play it out.
Alam mo, bigyan natin ang credit, where credit is due with Mark Sanford. His attitude is very, very do or die. Never say die, actually.
And yan yung mga attitude na hinahanap ng mga coaches, and that will, yung mga ganyang scenario will assure you or will give you another chance para in the future, kung papabalikin ka ng mga coaches dito, Coach Trotes for Coke, or any of the other coaches of the other 9 teams.
You know, nung bagong dating si Mark Sanford, you know, a lot of the, I've talking to some of the referees, they were complaining, you know, Mark Sanford is always questioning the calls of the referees, pero pag siya naman yun ang gugulang, you know, he expects not to be called. A lot of people were saying he's trying to be the other Art Long. And you know, you didn't give him enough credit because to his credit talaga, Coca-Cola wouldn't be where it is today without a Mark. You know, somebody who admits na masakit na yung tuhod niya pero gusto pa rin maglaro.
Masakit yung tuhod mo. You know, some coaches what we do think that 3-point shot. Pag sinabi mo openly na masakit yung tuhod mo, that's admitting your weakness, and that could be detrimental against you for the pag yung kalaban mo magaling mag-shot, medyo pupush ka towards your weaker knee or your weaker side.
Jameel Watkins asking for a call on that. And in the previous play, Poch Wino with a 3-point bomb. Renel Hugnatan in the ball game. Nakita natin si Sanford hindi ganun ka-aggressive out of the ring. He's opting to take jump shots.
Well, he's not really known naman talaga para dun sa mga power plays like a Jameel Watkins, but yung outside shooting niya brings out the defense.
Tony De La Cruz
That's a foul on
Loose
Jamil.
ball foul on Jamil Watkins as Pochwinyo almost finds himself on the floor. Third personal foul already for Jamil Watkins, and it's only 10 minutes into the second quarter. Kung ako si Coach Leo Austria, medyo
Kakabahan ka.
Kakabahan
And middle of first quarter stats, kaya naman na lumamang itong Coca-Cola Tigers. They had 7 turnovers and Coca-Cola only had 3. At ang mas magandang field goal percentage, 57% for Coca-Cola, only 39 for the Turbo Chargers.
Jamil Watkins missing a point-blank shot. Johnny Abarientos to Pochwinyo, left open for 3. No go. Rebound by Watkins. Bahar with the ball against Rob Wainwright. There's a height disadvantage for you. Jamil Watkins, pass deflected by Mark Sanford off the backboard.
That's a good seal job para kay Mark Sanford. And Tony De La Cruz with his second personal foul.
His second personal, second team foul for the Turbo Chargers.
Sending Mark Sanford again back to the free throw line. Sanford, nothing too impressive with his free throw stats. Shaky, 65%. Again, if I may quote our other more sage commentators and analysts like Ed Pixon, Quinito, even TJ Manotok, you know, that 65% is not really something you advertise yet.
When you're shooting at about 80%, that's where you want to be, especially if you're a big man.
That's right. Renz Bahar with the ball. Jamil Watkins, Hrabak cut underneath. Hrabak, 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Tubid, out of position shot, but manages to snag the ball again.
Kickball violation. Had to reset the shot clock.
So Mike Hrabak is in, and so is Adonis Santamaria. Wasn't Adonis your teammate,
Yes,
Dominic?
yes, I played with him in De La Salle and in the PBL. It's nice to see him back in action here. Medyo nanggaling rin sa injury yan.
Blocked. Well, now he just injured his ego with that block by Mark Sanford. Stolen. Renzi Bahar, trailed by Abarientos. Abarientos lets him go. Sails in for the layup, and the lead is down to 7.
Ay, magandang matchup rin to. Johnny Abarientos versus Renzi Bahar.
Well, that's Pochwinyo left open for 3. That's his second one.
And I don't know bakit hindi challenge yung 3-point shooting ni Pochwinyo. Pochwinyo is known already for his 3-point shooting. And he's shooting 38% from 3-point land. So that's a very good percentage, especially if you're a big man.
Aggressive is trying to draw a foul. You have Sanford and Wainwright going up against you.
Medyo late yung help ng Coca-Cola Tigers. Tried to take it strong, and that time took it strong, and he got fouled. But he has to earn it from the line.
That's
and
true.
With the percentages not really going in your favor, you know,
Well, with a free throw shooting percentage like that, tama nga yung decision ni Rob Wainwright at ni Sanford to foul him.
Oo, kesa easy 2 points.
That's right.
You know, ngayon nakakuha sila 1 point lang.
Sanford with the ball. Bugnatan. Bugnatan. With 9 seconds left, I think he thought it was going to be a backward violation. That's why he didn't pick it up. Pass intercepted by Ronald Tubid. 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
That's why nung medyo nagja-jogging siya pabalik, narinig natin yung coaching staff ng Coca-Cola. Bilisan mo! Kasi tumatakbo pa rin yung shot clock nila.
Specifically, Coach Chot Reyes, who can really, Mark Sanford, quick release. Oh!
With a man right in front of his
How
face.
sweet it is, that jump shot.
parang hindi pa siya tumatalon, no? Parang hindi jump shot, eh.
That's right. Kung may audio lang tayo, tinanong niya ata si Adonis, were you guarding me? Emil Watkins against Pochuino. Harassed by Pochuino. Foul away from the ball.
Well, foul yun, it was impeding the movement of Jamil Watkins.
At foul on number 32.
Pochuino with his second personal foul.
Second team foul for the Coca-Cola Tigers. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Renzi Bahar, Jamil Watkins. And you have to give credit to the Coca-Cola defense. Jamil Watkins has not had too many clear shots underneath. Well,
Before that.
well, no, his other previous dunk was off a miss, you know. But basically,
Pag nagkagulo na yung
pag
defense,
nagkagulo na yung defense, it's not
Parang-
shooting. It's
Oo.
not, he doesn't get any easy shots like what Rafi Rivas had a while ago.
breakdown play na yung nangyayari dun sa mga dunk niya.
And Mark Sanford, despite the hyperextended knee, still manages to wreak havoc on the shell.
Ang ginagawa nitong si Mark Sanford. At lahat, pansinin mo kung saan makukuha ni Jamil Watkins yung bola. They're really pushing him out. He's getting it. Malapit na dun sa may 3-point line.
And they know he's not going to take a jump shot.
Oo. Mas mahirap makashoot dun sa malayo and to try to, if not, force your way in. And that's the defensive adjustment na ginagawa nitong Coca-Cola Tigers.
Rob Wainwright, 4-3.
Kasama ko ngayon si Coach Chot Reyes ng Coca-Cola Tigers. Coach Chot, what will the scenario be whether you win or lose this ball game? How are you guys going to do in the ranking?
But recovered by Tony De La Cruz as he passes it off to Rich Alvarez, and Rich is fouled.
Foul on number 21.
Bench scoring para sa Shell Turbo Chargers. 3 points lang para dun sa bench ng Turbo Chargers. Para naman sa Coke, 13 yung total nila and 9 na in this quarter, but that took also their 3-point field goal. Shell 1 out of 3, Coca-Cola shooting a much better 4 out of 6 percentage for 66%.
Well, Ato Morano had one, Poch Uriño had two.
And Rob Wainwright had the other.
Mark Sanford showing that kahit na masakit ang tuhod ko, makakascore pa rin ako. Hrabak, give and go to De La Cruz. De La Cruz underneath. Look dangerously close to a 3-second violation. Pininit ni Bahal. Rebound ni Uriño. Barrientos intercepted by Hrabak. And Hrabak completely disagreeing with that call. Natapik daw ni Sanford. Pati si Coach Leo Austria.
Pero with a mild-mannered man that he is, Coach Leo Austria, nakuha niya yung call. You know, the referees admitted that they made the wrong call and corrected it, and now the Shell Turbo Chargers have the ball.
16-point lead by Coca-Cola Tigers as this.
Another turnover para dito kay
It's the
Jamil
turnovers
Watkins.
that are killing them.
Oo.
Oh, Pochuino dunking against Jamil Watkins.
It's a good pass break para dito sa Shell Turbo Chargers. Hrabak taking it strong naman on the other side. Getting that.
Pochuino, what were you thinking?
Umikot pa si...
Hrabak not converting on that 3-point play. And Jamil Watkins not looking too interested to get that rebound either.
When medyo natakot siya, tatlo na yung personal foul niya. And watch Video showing
Pochuino with a drive.
taking everybody to school. 16 points na ang kalamangan nitong Coca-Cola Tigers. And looks like they have no sign of stopping this run.
4 minutes left in the half, and despite Mark Sanford sitting out for a while, Jamil Watkins blocked shot by Mike Hrabak. Mike throws a dagger stare at the referee. Wonders why there was no ball. Tony De La Cruz against Uriño. Fouled by Poch, and he can't believe that that's a foul.
On the other side, nagrereklamo rin tong si Reynel Hugnatan na na-foul siya doon.
32 Poch Uriño.
Well, at least nakikita natin na yung mga no calls
Consistent.
magkabilaan. So Tony De La Cruz to the line. Someone with a better free throw percentage. 71%.
Just a curiosity for Rob Wainwright.
So despite the sitting out of Mark Sanford for a while, the locals of Coca-Cola stepped up. The lead did not diminish, and now, ang laki ngayon ng Kalamangan, just cut down to 14, of course, well, to 15 by that free throw from Tony de la Cruz, but the Coca-Cola Tigers still comfortably in control of this ball game.
Ang ganda ng ikot ng tao ni Coach Chot Reyes. You can see them, they play maybe 4 or 5 minutes, the sub naman, and so he always has fresh legs. Gusto niyang takbuhan itong Shell Turbo Chargers.
Renzi Bahar to Jamil. Jamil Watkins successfully being kept out from under the basket.
That's Tony favorite shot.
That's a Tony de la Cruz trademark.
Oh.
So the lead is down to 13 with 3 minutes left in the first half. Rafi Rivas back in the ballgame for Pochuino. Carriazo also back in the ballgame.
Another foul on Tony de la Cruz. Second team foul and this third personal foul. So tatlo na si Tony de la Cruz, tatlo rin si Jamil Watkins.
And Hatfield in for Hugnata.
So kapag nagsasub ng tao si Coach Chot Reyes, parang hindi nag-iiba yung intensity at yung complexion ng game.
Parang pinalitan mo lang yung pangalan ng player.
Oo.
Mark Sanford being guarded by Rich Alvarez. Sanford! Anywhere you put him, straight away, stop and pop, it's always that swish, that fluid jump shot.
Parang ang dali, you know, that's what, it's a tough shot, that fadeaway shot, and he makes it look so easy and pretty.
Alvarez going strong and off the glass.
Up and under move para kay Rich Alvarez.
Rudy Hatfield to Abarientos. Abarientos back to Carriazo to Hatfield. Intercepted by Hrabak or deflected.
Thank you, George. And well, Dominic, that's one of the many reasons why we love our job. Not just the games, but who also comes to the game. Rich Alvarez with the rebound. Under 2 minutes left in this first half, Renzi Bahar and Shell Turbochargers trying to cut down this lead as they go into halftime. Rich Alvarez off to Renzi. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. They better come up with something soon. And no go. Mark Sanford intercepted by Watkins, stolen by Bahar. Bahar opts to slow down the play and wait for his teammate. Mike Hrabak.
Medyo awkward shot hindi rin ni Mike Hrabak sa time na yun.
Mula dun sa inupuan natin, that shot looked awkward the minute it left his hand.
Saka naman walang pag-asang papasok.
Just a few more stats, mga kaibigan. Coca-Cola has lost its last 2 games and 3 of its last 4. However, this is already the second time the Tigers have lost back-to-back in the conference. They're hoping they don't lose 3 in a row. So far, they're making sure with a 13-point lead with 51 seconds left in the first half.
Tsaka Hans, yung mga streak na yan, very important, especially coming into the quarterfinals and the semifinals. Kasi, basketball is a game of spurts. And pati yung wins mo, pag nag-streak ka, it's like a spurt that will carry you into the next round.
Interesting note that while Shell Turbochargers have won its last few assignments, they're looking to win 2 games back-to-back under Coach Austria.
Well, they're 5-5 under Coach Leo Austria and 4-4 with Jamil Kalamangan ng Coca-Cola Tigers.
Tama ka dyan, Dominic. Hindi naman porque dehado ka, hindi ka pwedeng magkaroon ng momentum.
Oo.
Maybe a last second 3-point play will carry you into the halftime. So paglabas nyo ng dugout, medyo nakaangat nga ang spirits nyo at you want to cut down that lead even further. Calaguio to Hrabak. Hrabak to Jamil Watkins with a jam and the foul.
Very well executed play para sa Turbo Chargers that left Jamil Watkins wide.
Another look at that. Pass to Jamil.
Alam mo yung pagkakamali ni Rafi Rivas doon, nagpalagay siya sa likod eh. That's something that you know, when that happens, kailangan pumunta.
Let's see if Watkins can make a three-point play. No go. But the lead is down to 11. Will the Tigers have a last second shot that they'll be able to put up? Or will the turbochargers be able to get it? Calaguio harassing Ato Morano. Ato Morano stuck in that spot as Calaguio is called for the foul.
Sayang yun. You know, there's 4 seconds left dun sa shot clock. So now the Coca-Cola Tigers, ngayon sila talagang may last chance at the shot. They have 9.2 seconds to try to get up a shot.
Sanford harassed by Rich Alvarez. No go. Calaguio. Calaguio all the way to Tony De La Cruz for the shot. Is that going to count? Third quarter underway, mga kaibigan. 44-52 for those of you who have just tuned in. Coca-Cola with an 8-point lead over Shell. Last second buzzer beater there by Shell to cut that lead down from 11 to 8 by Tony De La Cruz. As we now go into our third quarter and our second half. Tony De La Cruz. Rebound by Jamil Watkins. No go. Loose ball foul.
Looks like it's on Bentley Mamaril, announcing his presence. Ngayon lang siya pinasok nitong si Coach Leo Austria.
I don't think a foul is the way you want to announce your presence. Rafi Rivas caught that pass, but then De La Cruz was able to catch the recovery. Rich Alvarez to Jamil Watkins. Jamil Watkins still being kept out. With Calaguio.
Well, makikita mo si Jamil Watkins looking to pass right away. He's not really looking to post up like in the first part of the game. Well, titignan natin kung ilan na ang turnovers nitong si Jamil Watkins. And he has a total of 4 turnovers already. So medyo nag-iingat na ngayon.
And De La Cruz with a no-go on that jump shot. Recovered by the Tigers as Ato Morano gives it to Rudy Hatfield. Carriazo. Back to Morano for a 3. Yes!
Good start para dito sa Coca-Cola Tigers. Kanina, montik na yung play na yun, yung backdoor play para kay Rivas. Hindi sila nakatira doon and Ato Morano hitting the 3. But ngayon, they're starting to pressure again. Sabi nga natin, Hans, yung 3 points kasi ni Tony De La Cruz na yun, maganda yung pagpasok ng Shell going into the halftime break. Pero kung ikaw naman yung Coca-Cola, you wanna start out strong para mabawi mo kagad yung momentum.
Right, and that's what Ato Morano was able to do with that 3-point shot of his own.
Saka makikita mo yung aggressive defense na ginagawa ng Coca-Cola, pero that time nakaslice itong si Jamil Watkins for another 2 points.
They have successfully kept him out of the low post. Ball will stay with the Tigers. Mark Sanford to inbound. Hatfield. Carriazo to Sanford. Sanford with his trademark easy jump shot, but this time doesn't get it to drop. Calaguio with the rebound, takes it down court to De La Cruz. And another turnover. Fumble! To borrow a term from the American football. Fumble!
That's where you want him to get the ball.
Calaguio for the 3. No go. Rebound by Watkins. Boom! Oh yeah!
Another jam by Jamil Watkins.
And that's the second chance points that we were talking about at halftime.
Yan yung nag-aano sa kanila, keeping them in this game. And Jamil Watkins, even though he has 3 personal fouls, hindi pa rin siya nawawalan ng aggressiveness.
Rudy Hatfield, air ball. Asking the referee if there was a foul. It looked like contact there as he released. Not going to be given that call, however. As Calaguio takes it past the half court.
Chris Calaguio, who averages 13.6 points a game, hindi pa nakakascore sa ating laro.
Watkins still takes it wrong.
Pero hindi nag-iiba yung facial expression.
You know what? I've got a nickname for this guy, and I don't know if it will stick, but because he has no expression whether he's winning or losing, I'm gonna call him Dr. Spock. Dr. Spock never has an expression. It's part of being Vulcan. So that's what I'm gonna call Jamil Spock Watkins. De La Cruz with his trademark, and this one he bangs in.
Good run by the... And you gotta make sure na babox out mo tong si Jamil Watkins on the offensive board.
Rob Wainwright, stop and pop, gets it to go.
So maganda yung timeout na yun ni Coach Trot Reyes. Nakakuha sila ng 2 points, brings up the lead back to 5.
Not so comfortable lead anymore. It's a big difference from 13. Just a note, Kalani Ferreira, as you obviously have guessed, is not playing today and still sidelined by that groin injury.
Top shot para kay Billy Mamaril. Not really one of the shots that you see him taking.
Well, it's not a textbook shot that any coach would tell his players to take. Hatfield. Guess De La Cruz passes off to Wainwright. Wainwright.
Stop and pop. Almost the same shot na ginawa nung si Rob Wainwright. This time hindi masak pero na-foul siya. So 2 free throws.
Well, you want to talk about bad free throw percentage. Not to kick a man down, but Rob's got a lot of work to do with his 36% free throw shooting.
And for a shooter, nakakagulat yun for Rob Wainwright. You know, he's shooting 14. Just this sa 3-point land. So medyo hindi masyado magandang shooting ni Rob Wainwright sa conference na to.
Well, I remember talking to Rob Wainwright a couple of times and, you know, Coach Chot Reyes expressing his frustration. And Rob was just saying, you know, I'm a street ball player. I didn't really go to any formal basketball camp or what have you. I really play street ball, so that's why my shooting style is like that. Jamil Watkins fouled by Mark Sanford, going for another second chance point there.
Well, nag-flop si Rafi Ribes nung time na yun. And if he didn't flop, could have been a different story.
But again, fouling Jamil Watkins is almost always a good decision because Jamil's free throw percentage is just, well, it ain't pretty.
Shooting like Shaq. So, pero madami naman po, walang problema lang pag final mo ng final, mauubos yung foul mo. But, you know, Coca-Cola, madami naman silang pamalit na malalaki. And especially down the stretch, that could be an option for the Coca-Cola Tigers.
Well, if you know, anybody that plays the Lakers resorts to Hack-a-Shack, I think the Coca-Cola Tigers wouldn't mind doing a Hack-a-Spot with Jamil Watkins. Ooh, foul called just as it was turned over.
Second foul on number 9, Chris Calaguio.
That's his second.
His second personal, third team foul for the Charlotte Chargers.
That foul will send Atom Morano to the line.
Atom Morano has a line for 2.
A 63.2% free throw shooter, Atom Morano.
You know, it's very easy for us to focus on the numbers that we see when we're given all these stats. And, you know, true enough, these are normally their percentages. But sometimes you get a player that hits all his free throws in a game. And sometimes you shouldn't really just base it on all that. However, when it comes to crunch time, at hindi natin alam kung sino yung foul natin, halimbawa, deadlock yung game, it almost always helps, you know, these averages. Naturally, pag halimbawa, if this game were to go into crunch time, fouling Jamil Watkins would almost be automatic.
Alam na ng mga coaching staff yan of the teams that are playing against whoever. Ano yan, one number na sinascout yan.
And a 5-second violation called on the Turbochargers, and the defense of the Coca-Cola Tigers has prevented an inbound pass.
Well, maganda yung denial nila that time. Rudy Hatfield, Rob Wainwright, and Atom Morano denying all the receivers.
Hatfield for 3. Still no round, as we called it at the beginning of this ball game. Atom Morano Binigay kay Sanford. Sanford against Alvarez. It is out kay Davis.
Good pass by Mark Sanford. Ganyan, alam mo, I remember covering a Red Bull game. Ganyan magpasa ng mga big guys ng Red Bull. And I think that's something that they picked up already.
Bumalik sa kalamangan ng 8 as Chris Calaguio turns the ball over. Ato Morano eluding the defense as Chris Calaguio streaks down. Calaguio draws the foul but doesn't get it to drop, and the lead is back up to 10 with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter.
Yan ang kailangan gawin ni Chris Calaguio if he's not getting the wide open looks. Try to take it to the basket and hopefully get fouled. At alam mo, free throw shooting, pang kumpiyansa yan ng mga players. If you make your free throws, tumataas kagad ang kumpiyansa.
Calaguio close to 70% from the free throw line. Being a point guard, you would expect him to have at the minimum about
80.
70. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good number.
I was
80.
trying to be nice.
Shooter like Chris Calaguio, 80% would be a good number.
Binigay kay Hatfield, Wainwright. Wainwright against De La Cruz to Sanford. Sanford! Partially blocked, but gets his own rebound.
And Mr. Still no reaction.
No reaction pa rin. 10-point lead pa rin ang kalamangan ng Coca-Cola. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Let's see what the Shell Turbochargers can do. They were within 3. Mamaril is fouled.
Morano doing the only thing that he could do is grab the shirt of Billy Mamaril.
Holding foul on number 10, Ato Morano. His first personal 14th foul for the Coca-Cola Tigers.
Third foul on Ato Morano. As you can see, Turbochargers calling a timeout, and Johnny Barrientos. Wonderful event, but this game on its own is shaping up to be a very, very interesting one. Jamil Watkins.
Another good steal by Jamil Watkins.
Drop Wainwright. Sanford eluding Rich Alvarez with a nice floater over Jamil Watkins.
Mukhang natutunan talaga ni Mark Sanford dyan when he was back in the States. That's an Allen Iverson shot in front of a Shaquille O'Neal.
Jamil Watkins against Sanford. Pinilit. But a foul was called. As you see, Rafi Rivas and Mark Sanford arguing as to kanino dapat ang bantay na yun.
His second personal 15th foul for the Coca-Cola Tigers.
Second foul only on Mark Sanford. And again, it's hack a spark and send Jamil Watkins to the line because, well, let's face it. Dominic, you're better at being mean. Lalo lang ko sasabihin.
Well, he usually makes this 1 out of 2. So instead of giving the 2 points, bigay mo na yung free throw.
Let him have 1.
But you know, yung free throw, ano yan eh, it's a lot of it is mental. And when you keep missing, parang feeling mo lumiliit yung ring. And I think that Jamil Watkins should make ibayin niya yung frame of mind niya.
That's true. I'm starting to realize now why Jamil Watkins is so fond of dunking the ball, because it's the only sure ball. Fade away by Mark Sanford, draws the foul from Rich Alvarez, who mildly protests.
Tagging foul on number 10, Rich Alvarez. His first personal 14th foul for the Shell Turbochargers.
That's the third foul on Rich Alvarez.
Mark Sanford to the strike for 2.
Mark Sanford with a better free throw percentage than the Shell import. However,
A little bit better, 66%. But you kind of jinxed him there, Hans.
let's not be too cocky. Mark Sanford going for his second. He's got 23 points in the ball game so far. For those of you mga kaibigan na kapapanood lamang, Mark Sanford hyperextended his right knee in the second quarter, but came back in the ball game. No, first quarter rather, but came back in the ball game. And defensive woes. That's another turnover by the Turbochargers.
At yan ang nagagawa ng pressure defense, Hans. You know, you force turnovers and you get an easy layup. And looks like the Turbochargers are having a little bit of difficulty bringing up the ball.
Tony De La Cruz caught in traffic. Renzi Bahar Trying to get his teammates to open up a little bit. Rich Alvarez with a jumper, gets it to go.
He makes sure this time, nung first quarter na pinasahan siya ni Jamil Watkins, mintis ngayon, sinigurado niya hindi mapapahiya.
Mark Sanford. If I were to look up the definition of a jump shot, a swish in Webster's dictionary, it would fall under Mark Sanford. Rich Alvarez. Jamil Watkins, again, double teamed by Traveling.
Traveling violation.
Well, naghahanap siya ng papasahan itong si Jamil Watkins, and when he couldn't find anybody, inangat niya yung pivot foot niya, and you know, he didn't contest the call. He knew that it was a traveling violation.
Well, due to the back-to-back turnovers of the Shell Tourboard Chargers, umangat na ulit ng 13 ang Kalamangan. As now it's Billy Mamaril who fouls Mark Sanford from the same spot that Rich Alvarez fouled him about 1 minute ago.
Nag-switch lang sila ng depensa, and Billy Mamaril, same outcome, foul on Mark Sanford. Well, kung ikaw naman si Mamaril or si Rich Alvarez, you just really want to make that tough shot for Mark Sanford. And he tried to challenge the shot, but that time tinamaan nila yung shooting hands ito si Mark Sanford.
Chris Jackson for Billy Mamaril.
Chris Jackson coming in for Billy Mamaril. And here we go again, Coach Austria favoring a slightly smaller lineup. But they'll make up for it, I guess, in court presence. Mark Sanford making both of his free throws on that trip to the line.
Ito na naman ang full court press ng Coca-Cola Tigers.
Guarded closely by Rudy Hatfield and Abarientos, and it results in a steal. Abarientos with a jump shot from the free throw line, and that gets it to go. At lumaki na ang Kalamangan ng Coca-Cola.
Compared to 1 para dito kay Jamil Watkins.
Well, yung mga assists naman kasi ni Mark Sanford is also born out of the fact that he's not playing as aggressively as he normally would like to. Simply because he hyperextended his right knee and he can't really play aggressive ball, so he will just draw the defender and pass off at the last minute. Rudy Hatfield fouling Jamil Watkins.
Only foul on number 4, Rafi Rivas.
Third foul on
That is third personal.
Rafi Rivas. Hindi pala kay Hatfield. But because they're in the penalty, Jamil Watkins takes the trip to the free throw line.
Well, interesting ang shooting percentage for the game nitong si Jamil Watkins.
First free throw.
What's the first half? 1 out of 4 si Jamil Watkins.
Well, he's 1 out of 2 right now. Makes that 2 for 2.
So he's missed
Dominic, narinig
6
ata
free
tayo.
throws. Oo.
Narinig ata tayo. Medyo pinag-iininan natin yung free throw percentage niya. So,
Well, for the Shell fans, let's hope na mas makashoot tong si Jamil Watkins sa free throw para medyo makahabol sila sa larong ito.
unsuccessful. Abarientos! Tubid flying in there. Ball goes to the Turbo Abarientos. Watch Winyo back in the game. Mark Sanford, favorite spot. Rudy Hatfield. Oh, nice give and go.
Extra pass para dito sa Coca-Cola Tigers. And sabi nga natin, yung halftime stat natin, they already had 17 assists. And I'm sure it's about, 20 assists now. And that just goes to show you yung fluidity ng offense ng Coca-Cola Tigers.
Alvarez, hindi nahawakan yung bola at nag-out of bounds, turnover.
And that's the 7th turnover para sa Turbochargers sa quarter na ito alone.
In this quarter alone, and they had better put a stop to those if they have any chance of recovering from this game. Winyo had 2 3-point shots from that spot a while ago. Nice spin around move by Winyo. Rebound by Hatfield.
Rudy Hatfield.
Rudy Hatfield now with
Hanap ng mapasahan. Tony de la Cruz with his favorite jump shot. No goal this time. Hatfield to Abarientos. Abarientos all the way.
vintage Johnny Abarientos. Parang sinayawan lang yung Turbochargers defense. And the biggest lead so far with 21 points, 84 to 63.
Not a good lead to allow your opponent to have when you're concluding the third quarter.
But that's a bad pass by Jamil
These
Watkins.
turnovers are killing the turbochargers. Last stop by Ronald Tubid. The ball stays with the Coca-Cola Tigers.
Hindi wide open nung time na yun. Had si Tony de la Cruz can intercept yung pasa ni Jamil Watkins. And you know, pag naghahabol ka, you can't afford to keep turning the ball over.
No, as a matter of fact, you're supposed to play almost flawless basketball, lalo na kung ikaw yung naghahabol. Wainwright. Wainwright. School is open, baby.
Like you were saying earlier, street ball
He's
type.
a street baller, and that's one of those street ball skills. Jamil Watkins, off-balance shot, gets it to go to Hatfield. Abarientos for a three. Oh!
Hot, Johnny Alvarez.
And everything is coming up roses for the Tigers in this quarter.
9 points na itong si Johnny Alvarez sa ating laro.
24-point lead, the biggest lead they've had. And si Bahar. And he's fouled on the way to the line.
Backing foul on number 21, Ronald Tubid, is second personal.
Hugnatan called for that foul.
Second personal para kay Reynel Hugnatan.
Renzi Bahar at the line for two.
And Renzi Bahar, well, also interesting free throw percentage shooter. I call it interesting because it's not exactly terrible, but it's nothing to brag about either.
Warning on shot, Renzi Bahar for delaying the game.
Delaying of the game para kay dito kay Renzi Bahar.
So it's a 24-point lead with 5 seconds left in the third quarter. He's missed both his free throws. I wonder what is going through Leo Austria's mind right now as he goes into the home stretch of this ball game.
Well, he wants to be able to try to shift the momentum. Alam natin na kanina yung momentum nandito na galing sa locals, 11 points lang galing kay Mark Stanford. Para sa Shell naman yung 21 points in the third quarter. Jamil Watkins 13 and the locals only with 8 points. So yung locals talaga ng Coca-Cola Tigers ang nagpapalamang sa kanila.
Pushing foul on number 5, Ronald Wainwright.
And that's when you can tell na ang isang koponan ay talagang very mature, no? Na hindi porke nasaktan yung import lahat kayo, parang naglalaro kayo na deflated na or medyo nawalan na kayo ng gana porque yung import nyo na-sideline. This is what makes a true championship team. Coca-Cola is a very winning team and they're very, very aware of the capability of each of their players. You know, the locals will all step up. Hindi porke nasantan si Mark Stanford, tapos na yung laro.
Maganda pa rin ang record na pinakita ng Coca-Cola Tigers.
Mark Stanford, Abarientos off to Guinyo. Abarientos back to Stanford. Stanford quick release. No go. Ball stays with the Coca-Cola Tigers thanks to Reynel Hugnatan, and there's Stanford. He opted not to drive. There's Wainwright with another one of his stop and pop and hang street ball moves.
Now that you mentioned yung street Rob Wainwright, and it explains a lot of his shots na ginagawa niya dito sa larong ito. Tony de la Cruz with that long two for his 19th point.
24 pa rin ang kalamangan ng Coca-Cola. Tingnan natin kung may nasabi si Coach Leo Austria sa kanyang mga alaga at anong magagawa nila to shrink this lead. Ronald Tubid to Chris Jackson. Chris Jackson to Tony de la Cruz. Gets him to go and Rob Wainwright.
So pampagising para dito sa Shell Turbo Chargers. Kalamangan.
Rob Wainwright
Kailangan
exchanging
dumipesa
some
sila.
words. Yes. Go Wainwright with the rebound. Barrientos. Wainwright left open. Thinks about it. Takes it. No go. off the foot. Rob Wainwright exchanging some very, very harsh words there with Ronald Tubid. On that last play of the Turbochargers, he went down hard and he knew, he felt that Ronald Tubid was the one that pushed him down, and Renzi Bahar was actually trying to tell Rob Wainwright to let it go.
Concentrate na lang sa laro.
Hard foul there on De La Cruz.
Lamang pa rin ang Coca-Cola Tigers.
Pushing foul on number 35, Tony De La Cruz. His first personal, first team foul for the Shell Turbochargers. Leo Benito for Rob Wainwright.
Buti na lang, no, Rob Wainwright, wala naman siyang reputasyon na mainitin ang ulo or basagulero. So, you know, you can expect proper on-court behavior from Rob Wainwright. Barrientos. Oh, what a slash. Rebound by Mark Sanford, but no go.
Fourth personal para kay Jamil Watkins.
Packing foul on number 40, Jamil Watkins.
Medyo ninervyos tayo early on in the ballgame because Jamil Watkins had accumulated naka 3 fouls na siya within the second quarter. Pero thankfully naman dun sa kanyang third quarter, hindi naman niya dinagdagan ulit. And that's only his fourth.
Earlier on, nakita natin si Coach Leo Austria trying to think of some answers to be able to bring down this lead and what to tell his boys.
Mark Sanford. As we see some, well, hindi naman nakikita ng ating mga television audience na some very interesting crowd people in interesting attire. I have to be very boring with my words because if I get any more colorful, I just want to be politically correct.
So again, another reason para manood ang ating mga manonood live dito sa Araneta Coliseum.
Yes.
Be part of everything, all the side shows, all the timeouts, parlor games, everything, the beautiful faces, and the interesting characters.
It's not just a show, it's an adventure. 24-point lead enjoyed by the Coca-Cola Tigers. 9 minutes left in this game.
And zone
Pass deflected by Ronald Tubid.
Shell Turbochargers hand. So medyo nag-iiba sila ng depensa para subukan na give a different look para dito sa Coca-Cola Tigers, and hopefully they'll force them into turnovers.
Well, paano naman, no, Dominic? Pag medyo 24 points na ang lamang ng kalaban mo, you'll try anything at this point. Mark Sanford with a 3. He gets that to go.
Nothing but net para kay Sanford. 35 points now for the Coca-Cola import.
Jamil Watkins way out of his area. Ronald Tubid with a 3 gets that to go.
Mangbawi para kay Ronald Tubid.
Yes, although normally, no, masayang-masaya si Ronald Tubid when he makes a shot, but he knows that marami pa silang bigas na kailangan kainin before they can start rejoicing. And si Bahar off to Tubid. Tubid in 3-point land again, takes another one. Doesn't get that to go. Watkins with the rebound.
That's a foul on Reynald Hugnatan. Kamay yung pinambox out ni Hugnatan dito kay Jamil Watkins. That's a good foul. Would have been an easy 2 para kay Jamil Watkins. But now, what's nangyayari yan? Sideline inbound lang.
That's right. Wala pa naman sa penalty ang Coca-Cola Tigers. Inbound by Tony De La Cruz. Then si Bahar takes 1-3 for himself and no go. Outbounded by Pochuino. Hugnatan with the ball. Takes it off to Avenido. Very unselfish play. Jamil Watkins guarded by Wino. Decides to take it all the way. Makes it look so easy, and again, bada bing, bada boom.
No reaction.
No reaction. Yeah. Well, you know, in this case, deficit, no?
Pero with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left, kaya pa. But he has to make some stops and hit some big shots.
And not allow Mark Sanford to just cut in like that after making a 3-point attempt. Bahar, Tony De La Cruz, and Hugnatan is right there. Tony de la Cruz is gatan. Rebound by Mark Sanford. Barrientos. No go. Fouled by probably Renzi Bahar.
Maalat talaga yung shooting nitong turbochargers from the outside. That's what led into the fast break para dito kay Johnny Abarientos.
So that foul sends Johnny A to the line.
Johnny Alvarez has the line for two.
Now here's a guy with somebody with a free throw percentage that I can actually be proud to announce on TV. 85% from the free throw line is Johnny Abarientos. And with those two free throws, 26 na ang kalamangan ng Coca-Cola over the Turbochargers. But, you know, if they don't pull something out of their magic hat soon, this could be all she wrote. Not to sound conclusive, but the facts are you're turning over that ball one too many times. Your free throw shooting is nothing spectacular when you're being sent to the line. And, you know, the shooting of your opposing team is just burning you. However, in that last play, Jameel Watkins taking it strong, manages to get it to fall and makes the free throw for the three-point conversion.
31st point of the game para dito kay Jameel Watkins. Kailangan talaga Hans makastop sila. You know, it has to start on defense. They can't just keep trading baskets with the Coca-Cola Tigers. Mauubusan sila ng oras.
Not when you're down by 24 to 26. That's Wino.
Look at the hustle itong si Reynald Hugnatan.
Yes.
Tatlo na yung kalaban niyang black shirt doon, pero muntik pa niya makuha yung bola.
And that's not the kind of thing you want to see where tatlo kayong magre-rebound pero yung kalaban niyo yung nakakuha ng bola.
Tingnan natin nga yung shooting nitong Coca-Cola Tigers. 41 points from the perimeter. Sabi natin maalat ang shooting ng Shell. Only 21 points.
Jameel Watkins, on the rare occasion that he finds himself unharassed at medyo libre underneath that basket.
And it's been all Jameel Watkins. Kailangan niya ng katulong. He needs a Chris Calaguio, he needs a Ronald Tubid and a Tony de la Cruz to hit those outside shots.
Orientos to Wino. Rebounded by Watkins. Renzi Bahar out ahead. And he opted for a safe layup and is allowed by the Coca-Cola defense.
21 points, 5 minutes, 41 left. Kaya pa, you know, gotta make some stops. Yun ang sinasabi ni Renzi Bahar. Come on, guys, you know, a little bit more intensity on defense.
Renzi Bahar with a steal. And let's see what the Turbochargers can do with this opportunity. Hrabak almost losing that ball. Tony de la Cruz from his spot gets it to go. And now the lead is down. Rebound by Hatfield.
That's two offensive rebounds by Rudy Hatfield in that possession. At hindi pwede mangyari yun para sa Turbochargers. Kailangan mo humabol.
Coming off that timeout, you're right. They score immediately as Jameel Watkins answers back.
35 points para kay Jameel Watkins. Pero
Mark Sanford. Oh!
Mark Sanford.
Nice move by Mark Sanford.
inilag niya talaga dun sa...
That was almost like what Poch Wino did in the first half. Oh! Blocked! Monster block on somebody who normally does the blocking himself.
And again, another offensive rebound para dito sa Coca-Cola Tigers.
There's Sanford's favorite
On their side.
Calaguio. Nice slash attempt, but no go. Ball ends up with Rob Wainwright. 21 points ang kalamangan ng Coca-Cola with 3.5 left in this ball game, mga kaibigan. Johnny A. Rudy Hatfield. Oh, unselfish play to Rafi Rivas.
They're just running rings around the defense.
Take a fork and that dunk is gone.
Rudy Hatfield, kahit hindi siya nakakascore, yung impact at yung intensity na dinadala niya sa larong ito is just it's affecting everybody.
Alam mo, kanina sinabi natin na Rudy Hatfield was still feeling his way around. I think he's back.
You have to find a way na kahit na matalo ka sa larong ito, ayaw mong ganyang kalaki yung lamang na matatapos yung laro. And you just want to bring it down, be able to execute a little bit more on better plays. Hopefully that will help you in your next game.
So even you as a player, Dominic, and you, as a coach yourself, you're looking at next game scenarios already.
Oh, especially, hindi sila makakuha ng defensive rebound. Things are looking very dim. You want to be able to, baba mo lang ng konting kalamangan. Again, parang momentum lang. Papasok into the next game. You want to be able to do the things that you're supposed to do right already in the last 2 minutes and 34 left. Rudy Hatfield, his stats, 10 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists. So, 1 assist shy of a triple-double.
Maybe we should tell him that. You're gonna take off your headset and just yell it out. Hey, Rudy, one more assist, Rudy, one more assist.
Well, I'm sure the Coca-Cola staff knows that, and they will tell him that he's 1 assist shy.
Hugnatan, the second. So now ang Kalamangan back up to 25. The expert opinion of my partner here, Dominic Oy, is do what you can, do what you can right, so that in the next game we don't have any of these problems. Rudy Hatfield all alone. Oh yeah!
Rudy Hatfield.
Little lift na wala dito kay Rudy Hatfield. And
Rudy Hatfield basically had that basket. And because like we said earlier on in the game, you're babying your foot, maybe psychologically, maybe because masakit pa ng konti, you don't need to make those 2 points in style if it means jeopardizing your foot, jeopardizing your injury.
just take the sure two.
Tama nga, mature decision on the part of Rudy Hatfield. I don't have to be in the highlight reel. I just have to make the shot. Saka na pag, 100% na siguro yung pa ako. Atomorano to our street balling shooter, Rob Wainwright. Rafi Rivas with the rebound, and he puts it away.
And Rafi Rivas can shoot with his left or right when it's that near to the basket.
That's right. Nakakalungkot lang doon sa last play na yun, parang hindi mo na nakitang tumalon yung mga turbochargers.
Parang alam na nilang talo sila.
Chris Calaguio for 3. Oh,
That's just been the story para sa perimeter shooting ng turbochargers in today's game. Wala talaga, off night for the shooters.
that's right. I don't see any of the Shell turbochargers with fantastic or spectacular shooting in this game.
It's only Jamil Watkins, wala na siyang kasunod.
Reynel Hugnatan trying to shake Billy Mamariel, blocked. Rebounded by Rivas, back to Hugnatan, doesn't get to beat it. As Hatfield and Rivas collide. Deflected by Hugnatan on that fast break play.
Almost another turnover para sa turbochargers. And the turbochargers have 22 turnovers. And only 12 para dito sa Coca-Cola Tigers. At pinahipahinga na si Jamil Watkins.
Yes, I think this game is now moot and academic. And so, narinig ka ata ni Coach Leo Austria. Let's look at next game already. And I need you for the next game.
So ipapahinga na niya. Baka may masaktan pa siya.
I don't need na talo na nga tayo dito tapos na-injure ka pa. Jun Marsan blocked by Rafi Rivas. And now Rafi Rivas finishing off that play.
That's a good play by Ato Morano. Nakita niya kagad yung streaking na si Rafi Rivas. The easy 2 points. So a 31-point lead now, the biggest lead of the game.
Oh, nice spin move by Calaguio. Unfortunately, he lost the ball as Alvarez recovers it and finished that one off.
Alvarez with 6 points in the game. Sabi nga natin, Jamil Watkins lang, he's out of the game. He finished with 35 points and 14 rebounds.
Under 20 seconds left in this ball game, as I think all that's left to see is ganun lang kalaki yung Kalamangan as the final score. Ato Morano trying to widen that lead, and Rich Alvarez will carry that ball down to conclude the game. And look at the Tigers and the defense as if it's a close game.
And that's what you like about the attitude